all the things that's going on, I see exactly why they're able to get away with what they tell people and what they do to people. Because people is so lost. They get on this world stage and tell the people whatever circus malarkey bullshit, and y'all just blindly believe this shit. Blindly believe this shit. This is fucking insane. Insane. This shit is insane. They can tell the way they manipulate. That's why I said, when you can control this, you can get you. When you can control this, you can do whatever you want to people. I see why the Roman games was held at the Colosseum, to keep the people asleep. Keep them worrying about shit that makes absolutely no sense. Tell them shit that makes absolutely no sense. And these are smart people that they're manipulating too. But the MK Ultra, it's like they got a big ultimate MK Ultra machine over countries, and they beam they beam shit down into their brains to get them to believe shit. Now, the Jersey drones, right? All this shit that y'all was seeing. Matter of fact, before you even get into the drones, they tell y'all whatever. They manipulate y'all like it's no tomorrow. Hope y'all being high vibrational. Hope y'all staying alive, eating well, getting that that exercise in. But hey, the circus continues. So, those drones that everybody been seeing, we're gonna go over what my boy Canadian Prep is talking about. And we're gonna, like we always do, burp, stop, intervene, and continue.
This is your World War III update. I'm going to make this one quick. Yesterday, a story flew under the radar. To my astonishment, I wasn't made aware of this until I had completed yesterday's in-depth breakdown of how Trump is preparing a missile shield for World War III. But it appears as though the White House has released a new comprehensive report about the New Jersey drone gate phenomena that was evoking so much consternation amongst the eastern part of the nation in particular in the past couple months. Well, we now have some conclusive answers with respect to our concerns about what these drones were looking for.
We got some answers, right? We about to get some answers.
Who they were being flown by, what exactly their purpose was. We have an in-depth breakdown by the new Playboy, press secretary, Carolyn Levitt, of exactly what these drones were up to. I don't know how she's going to do it in 38 seconds, but I know it is going to be compendious. But first, let's see what Trump had to say just a few days ago, because I think this is going to be good.
This guy, right? To make your American, your America great again, huh? That guy that was selected, not elected, huh? We fucked on each front, no matter if it was Kamala or him. Almost definitely didn't want no Kamala in that position. There would never be a female in office. But then again, who knows? But his last 4 years, Elon Musk even told him, after him, there will be no more president. He's going to be the last American president. He's going to be the last president of the United States. There will not be no more after him.
In serving up the answer that Carolyn provides us here.
That's really kind of disappeared very suddenly. Do you have any idea whatever happened to the drones?
What happened to drones?
Well, you said that you knew you thought the government knew what was happening with these drones over New Jersey. There were some by Bedminster.
They're over Bedminster a lot, so I can imagine. I'm going to give you a report on drones about 1 day into the administration.
Really?
Because I think it's ridiculous that they're not telling you about what's going on with the drones.
Right.
It's not only with me. Glenn was telling me that.
I believe he was sincere at the time about this report. Now, if
Me
you haven't
too.
figured it out, I'm obviously being a little bit sarcastic because I don't think this report is going to do the topic justice, but let's just see what she has to say.
And before I turn to questions, I do have news directly from the President of the United States that was just shared with me in the Oval Office from President Trump directly, an update on the New Jersey drones.
First off, Trump talked about the drones on several occasions.
Right.
So why couldn't he come out and talk about it to everybody?
Right.
Why did he have to put her
Send
to
her.
this task?
Through research and study, the drones that were flying over New Jersey in large numbers were authorized to be flown by the FAA for research and various other reasons.
Okay, wait.
This is what they're telling the population. For research. All that activity. Aliens, monsters, angels. All this was for research purposes? Research purposes. It gets better. Oh, it gets better. Yes, it does. Here, the malarkey.
I gotta get a pen. This is too much. Hang on a sec here. Slow down.
For New Jersey in large numbers were authorized to be flown by the FAA for research and various other reasons.
Research. Search. What are they searching for?
Many of these drones were also hobbyists, recreational, and private individuals that enjoy flying drones.
Right, enjoy.
And
Get the hell out of here with that stupid shit. They are telling the people that it was hobbyists flying drones. Hobbyists. I see exactly why the people in this place is fucking fried and died. They will tell y'all anything, and y'all people believe this shit. Anything. Y'all so focused and so busy on worrying about some damn celebrity that don't even know y'all exist. Let alone making people that have no talent, that never done anything like Hawk Tuah, famous overnight, rich overnight. I see exactly how mentally fucked up this world is. Well, I wouldn't even say this world. No, let me take that back. Majority of United States citizens are. Their TikTok in China is completely different from the TikTok that's over here. Completely different. Leaps and bounds different.
in time, it got
I'm glad they enjoy it. I wouldn't have known that they were hobbyists that they didn't enjoy it.
worse due to curiosity. This was not the enemy.
Okay, so it was not the enemy. No big deal. Everybody go back to sleep, right?
It was no big deal. All those lights, all that shit that was flying in there. Shut your ass up. Go back to your warehouse job. You better go clock in. Don't be late, motherfucker. And those lights in the sky didn't mean absolutely nothing. It was just your boy Johnny down the street with his $1,200 drone. With an $800 remote that looked almost something like this. This is for a car, but you know what I mean. That's all it was. Shout out to San Juan. Nothing but the best.
Research and other various reasons. So, are they going to provide us details about what type of research?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this begs the question, though. Like, let's get real. Okay. All jokes aside, I think that the threat is probably still there.
Of course.
Okay? Because I think if there was closure to this particular issue, they would likely provide us a more in-depth explanation. Okay? And the fact that they're not, the fact that their story is essentially exactly the same.
The same.
As the Biden administration.
As the
Remember
Biden
Pat
administration.
Ryder, Pentagon spokesman?
Exactly. What shitty Biden was saying is exactly what Truman Trump show is saying. The exact same thing. Hey, when you get in the office, just slide me all your documents. Here. Hey, give me all your documents. Cause exactly what you was doing, I'm just gonna do it in a little bit different way. Cause they stupid as shit anyway. So I'm gonna just mix up a little bit and then have her. I don't even gotta come out in front of the people. I'm just gonna have this white girl that's probably sucking me off go out and say this shit. Give her about like $100 and she gonna go say whatever.
This person came out and said, hey, yeah, these are just FAA. The FAA knows what they are. The military knows what they are. There's no reason to worry. Okay, so all
Take your ass back to
that
work.
we've received here is that they're doing various activities, which is a redundant statement if I ever heard one.
Thank you.
And that they're doing research. Okay, the answer is in the word. They're telling people with ears to hear. They were searching for something. What could they have possibly been searching for? We must presume that it was something illicit or something negative, something that was bad for the population. Maybe it was some toxic release. Maybe it was some nuclear materials.
Nuclear materials. Why is all of a sudden, if y'all don't know, all of a sudden they're starting to have nuclear drills in New York? They're starting to have nuclear drills in New York. For what the fuck for? Out of nowhere? Out of nowhere. Like they know New York is going to get obliterated. Like they know Jersey or New York is going to get obliterated. Wiped off the fucking map.
It was something that they were looking for a significant amount of time. In fact, it was so significant that, recall, Trump did not want to go to Bedminster at the time. And
Thank you.
Trump has been flip-flopping on this issue, much like I flip-flop on Trump. And some people say, you always contradict yourself. And it's because I'm thoughtful and I'm ambivalent about these issues because I don't have all the answers.
Because he have a brain.
If I leaned into MAGA and I put a little cross around my neck like Bessie Lou here, I'd be a centimillionaire by now. I would have over $100 million in the bank. You understand? The fact that I'm truly inquisitive about these things is often to my own detriment. And it's funny because I'm the one who's being honest here, guys. The people who are trying to sell you something or engage in political rage bait, they're the ones who are getting rich hand over fist, okay? But that doesn't
Hand
matter. It's just
over
a tragic, sorry to go off on this tangent, it is a tragic thing that if you try to do the right thing, it tends not to be rewarded. The right thing at this point in time is keeping it center, keeping it even keeled, because I don't know where this shit's going to land here. But I can tell you one thing, we are being lied to, whether it's a noble lie or one which is perhaps more nefarious, I don't know. As far as Trump's concerned,
This motherfucker right here. Right here. As we know, what's going on with DeepSeek in China and all these large language models that these companies have in their possession. When he show his face to the people, I don't want him to talk about nothing else but artificial intelligence. That's the last invention that humanity is ever going to have to make. Artificial intelligence make nuclear missiles look like a welfare case. People want to talk about the bombs and the nukes. The power that AI have and what it can do, because it's already manipulating its creator, us, already. The power of AI make nuclear bombs look fucking irrelevant. Trump, we don't want to hear shit you got to say if it's not about AI. Period. Understand?
I mean, the guy's got so much stuff going on, he could have probably just forgot that he said this.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey? It seems like the American people have a big
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people. And they should, because the people are really...
It's just research and various activities. Now, let him finish, then I'll talk.
And mind you, this is the first time I'm seeing this. I didn't watch this, then jumped on the stream. No, I'm seeing it. I don't know if y'all seen this before me, but as I'm streaming it right now, it's my first time watching this.
They happen to be over Bedminster. They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Now, you're saying that in jest, but clearly there was some truth to that statement, alluding to the fact, two buzzwords, really, that I'll avoid: Westminster and the military, suggesting that this was indeed a threat. And then, just 2 weeks later, he said the following.
Is it anything he's done? Is there anything that he's worried?
No, I think it's terrible. I would like to find out what it is and tell the people.
So he didn't know what it was, or he did, and maybe he wasn't fully debriefed on what it was?
He was so scared, your own president even canceled his personal trip to wherever he was going, because he was scared too. And all of a sudden, when he do get finalized in office, nothing to say, Johnny.
In
fact, I'd like to do that. Could we find out what that was, Susie? Okay? Yeah, why don't we find out immediately? I mean, I can't imagine it's an enemy, or there would have been, people would have gotten blown up all over. Maybe they were testing things. I don't know why they wouldn't have said what it was.
Testing things.
Testing.
They had a lot of them flying over Bedminster, which is interesting. Right?
Now, let's play the devil's advocate here for a second, okay? If you're the government and you're concerned that there might be a threat that would evoke panic in the population, which would make your job of neutralizing said threat more difficult, you might be justified in not telling the population. Now, for all of us plebes, that's not the answer that we would prefer. However, it is arguably one of the most utilitarian things to do. Now, again, there's a debate to be had there as to whether or not that is the most ethical choice to make. If this is a genuine national security threat, you would not want to tip off who is ever engaged in that activity.
The last thing they're going to do is tell the population the truth. Let me say that again. The last thing they're going to do is tell you the truth. Stay on your Twitter, stay on your Facebook, stay on your Instagram, stay on your... Matter of fact, we about to fuck up TikTok and then give it back to y'all. That's not even when they shut TikTok down and brought it back up, when they brought it back up, it was no longer TikTok. Let me repeat that. Ooh, I'm finna fuck them up with this. When they when they took TikTok from y'all, let me make this clear with my debonair self. When they took TikTok from y'all and they gave it back to y'all less than 24 hours, no matter if you deleted it or not, and phones are still going for like 50 to 25,000 with TikTok installed inside of it. When they brought TikTok back online, that was not the same app. These other streamers couldn't fuck with me. I am the king of this YouTube shit when it comes to real information and how I put the information out there and how I do it. When they gave y'all TikTok back, it was no longer the same app. You ain't heard this nowhere else. When they brought that app back online, deleted or not, that wasn't the same app. Ooh. Oh, snaps for you, baby. It wasn't the same app, people. Understand what's being played on your conscience. Let's get back into it.
That you were out there looking for them. You would not want to provide any more information than you need to. So in that respect, I think it's justified. Now, the fact that they haven't came out and disclosed anything else makes me believe that the threat is still out there.
I believe so.
I think they would have provided us more information.
I believe
In fact,
so.
I think if the threat had actually passed, there would be very little reason for them to prevent people from knowing the truth of what kind of research was being conducted.
Stop right there. We're going to stop right there. Hold y'all. Y'all know how TikTok, right? Before they shut it down, how everybody was putting information all over TikTok, right? Oh, you got the people was big checks, businesses on TikTok. When they brought it back, all that shit stopped. Do you know how many people? This is why these phones with this app still installed on them is going for so much money. Because once you deleted it, well, not even deleted it, once they brought it back online, it was not the same app no more. They changed that shit. That's a totally different app from what it used to be before they shut it down. They shut that shit down, changed it, left the same name on there, and gave y'all some shit that was completely different. Let alone, you can't even download the app no more because they changed it. It's not even the same app no more. That's why. And ain't no telling for what purposes. And a lot of businesses that they killed do you know how many businesses they killed in a matter of hours? 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours. I don't know how long TikTok was actually down. Let's just say roughly 8 hours. Just like this. TikTok is gone. People started crying, having tantrums because they couldn't use this app no more. The psych ward. The police had to call in to check on people because people was talking about killing themselves because they couldn't jump on TikTok no more. Insane.
Unless there was something like really bad going on, but based on the radiation readings that people were taking at the time, that not like there was an excess in radiation. Was there the potential for some other illicit activity that was going on? Maybe some, I don't know, narcotics or weapons smuggling? I don't know what they could possibly be trying to ascertain from drones in the middle of the night that didn't involve thermal optics.
But look what they told us. Hobbyists, having fun, flying their drones. Ridiculous.
And night vision. But I think this is a sign that the threat is likely still there. And the fact that Trump did not come out and talk about this particular issue, I guess we'll find out. Maybe he will at some point when pressed. Typically, he has no problem just freewheeling it with reporters' questions. So maybe
what
we'll
up,
get
Reaper?
more information out of Trump. Maybe we'll get a few more
peace and love to you.
And we'll have to, some Easter eggs that we'll have to try to decipher. But it appears as though they've now put this issue to bed. And I don't think we're going to get any more information that goes beyond that incredibly condescending insult to our intelligence.
Thank you.
That the Playboy, what's her name? Press Secretary Kelly Bundy. That's her new name. Trump can give them nicknames. I can give them nicknames. Kelly Bundy. But I swear, man, hey, if World War III is coming down the pike and they're hitting the panic button and they're saying, don't worry, everything is going to be all right, it might as well be from somebody who looks like that. Let's just get
Thank you.
Trump knows how to
Thank you,
man.
Reaper.
I'll give him that much. So, threat level dissipated. All is well. But I'm telling you right now, I don't think all is well. Do not be surprised if a few weeks, months, maybe even years go by and something big happens on the East Coast. I think it will be related to what is happening here. There is no reason for them to not tell people what's going on unless the only possible explanation. Can you guys think of anything else? Testing military hardware doesn't really make sense. Okay, so let's say you were testing military drones in an urban environment to determine, their effectiveness. And
you don't hide. You don't hide shit like the B-2 bomber, stealth bombers and shit, and secret test areas. But now, all of a sudden, y'all just testing big-ass drones and the size of cars all over Jersey, all over New York and shit.
in terms of tracking people in an urban environment. Just tell people that. Tell people it was our military and they're doing testing. It'll make for some great headlines. It'll dissipate in the news, and it's a lot better than people freaking out and shooting at the drones with shotguns, right? But they didn't come and say that. In fact, they, in a very dismissive manner, gave us this 38-second soundbite that for a person like me whose finger is on the pulse of the news 24/7, when something happens, I usually get the information like within a minute of it happening. That's just because I'm so well connected with a lot of these various resources that I use to aggregate news every day. I didn't even hear about this. So it was clearly under the radar. Perhaps I was too fixated on what I was doing, but this is it. That's the end of the story. And are people going to continue to see these drones in the sky now and just say, oh, it's an FAA approved thing doing research?
What? That's exactly what they're going to do. Let me tell you. That's exactly what he said. That's exactly what they're going to do. Why? Because people's brains are gone. People's attention span is gone. They're already back from them. They're already back on their. Still got Diddy dick in their mouth. Their brains is so stuck to this one word, this name called Diddy. They can't stop saying Diddy. They have MK Ultra, you motherfuckers, to this word Diddy. People's even arguing with each other. And the person that they're arguing with, they're calling bro. Even the people that they're arguing with. I'm not, if I don't like you and I'm arguing with you, let alone finna fight you or harm you in any way, you think I'm about to be calling you bro? You ain't my motherfucking bro. You hook ass nigga. I hated that, hearing that shit every day throughout social media as a whole. But when I start hearing little kids call their mothers bro, I start hearing females use this shit. Not just not just the robot bot ass males, even females use this shit. Let a female call me bro. I don't hit women, but I'm gonna have to suplex or drop kick your ass. I ain't your fucking bro. A female calling me bro? The fuck out of here. The fuck you look like? Act like a woman. And stop opening your legs up and being responsible with your coochie. Cause it's a travesty out there. Bitches stacking bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies. Nasty ass females. I ain't touching none of you motherfuckers.
The new thing. And of course, the mainstream media is running in the opposite direction.
Hit that like button.
See,
hit that like
you
button,
didn't
cuz.
lie all along. You know, Trump. I believe Trump was sincere in that he genuinely thought there was a threat there. But I think once he won,
That's because he did think it was a threat. But now that he's solidified in office, get into office and start talking and continue to talk that shit, Trump. We already shot half your ear off already. But get in office and still try to talk greasy. We gonna JFK your ass. Okay. Just like that.
was actually debriefed about it. You could see the reticence in his voice that he realized that there's a good reason why they're not disclosing what they're disclosing.
Of
Because
course.
it would induce a panic. People would freak out if they thought there was a nuke in New Jersey and the government was looking for it. Okay.
Can you imagine if the population really start using their damn brains and know that, oh shit, those drones was searching for a nuclear device. Do you see how people act on Black Fridays? Do you see how people act for imaginary stupid ass sales that's on material possessions? They fight over fucking TVs, toasters, over stupid shit. Can you imagine people, if they knew this shit was real, society will crumble overnight in a couple of hours. People will be like, you know what? Fuck going to work. I'm about to just go take whatever the hell I want. Brooms, pitchforks, knives, out in the street, doing whatever the hell y'all want. But that's the last thing they want is a panic. That's the last thing they want. They barely can control these fucking drones. And I mean, when I mean drones, I mean the human drones. They barely can control these drone bot ass people on Black Fridays when they lift up the gates and all these people come running in. So can you imagine them being scared over some shit like this? There's no going back to normal no more.
Okay, but now the problem is that if shit goes down, then people are really going to be connecting dots. But let's face it. Let's just really, when it comes down to it, we are like a cat with a laser pointer. We can have our attention so easily corralled in whatever sort of direction they want that, I mean,
whatever direction they want. Cat Williams. Well, we're just gonna say celebrities as a whole. Celebrities. The Crate Challenge. All these dumbass challenges. You know what? Stick your ass on this app. Turn around and shake your ass. All day. Shake your ass. All day. Matter of fact, go get a fake booty. Go get some fake breasts. Put some shit on your face that was created and originated for dead people. Wear this hair hat shit and get on TikTok and shake your ass all day like a bird brain.
I mean, they can do and say anything at this point. They can just change a blue square to red, and then all of a sudden, you know, the right is the rebels and the left is the establishment. And it's just the age-old back and forth game of things. And again, guys, I know people think that I contradict myself a lot, and that is sincerely because I don't have all the answers. I don't view this from a political prism. I view this first, starting off with, how can I ascertain the truth? To the best of my ability, trying to contain my own political biases, because we all have biases in the sense that we all have our moral inclinations. But, you know, like today, I was criticizing Elizabeth Warren because of her remarks and her glaring review of, what's his face? RFK. I don't even like RFK, but I'm an honest person. And when I see somebody unjustly reprimanded in the way that he was today, when she is basically protecting these billion-dollar pharmaceutical companies, and here's RFK who's, trying to make millions, and she's protecting companies making billions, I'm going to call that out. So I call out both sides. But if you think that I'm on the left or on the right, it's probably because you're on.
The fact that they even have a concept and a term of left and the right is fucking bogus. Who come up with this shit? You know what? I'm clearly a male, but I feel like a woman today. And guess what? There's a person that will agree with that. That alone scares the daylight out of me. Just because I'm lying to myself. I feel like a woman. And there's other things I'd be like, yup, you can feel like a woman if you want to. You can play in women's sports and dominate women if you want to. You a grown-ass man, and you can go right into the kids' bathroom if you want to. Fuck the Truman Show. I'm in the Twilight Zone.
On the left or the right, and because you're over there, you see me relative to you, I'm left, or relative to you, I'm right. You can't please everyone. I'm here to try to get to the truth of the matter. And I think that something is still going on.
Of course.
Because if there wasn't, Trump would have came out, and this would have been an easy win for him.
You think she would have been out there? She's easily sucking Trump off. Duh. He would have been out there himself. Trump, like, fuck those people. I'm a businessman at the end of the day. I just care about this imaginary digit currency shit. And that's becoming irrelevant by the day. DeepSeek alone got these companies crumbling to their fucking knees. And then you got AI talking, and I mean, you got ChatGPT, Sam Altman talking about the people at DeepSeek copied our shit. So, did y'all not do the same? Did y'all not go into people's personal libraries all across the fucking world with and scanning books? Did y'all not do that? Sam Altman, ChatGPT, did y'all not do that, huh? How the fuck you think you got even the data that you got? No matter if somebody else copied your shit. The data that you have, you went into people's personal libraries across the fucking nation, scanning books page by page to train these fucking big digital brains called a hive mind. And now, all of a sudden, somebody got a little bit of NVIDIA CPUs or GPU, whatever fucking thing is called, and made something open source. Free. If y'all ever watched that movie Tron, go watch the latest Tron. Go watch the latest Tron movie. How his son got back and infiltrated his dad's company and let that shit out to the world. Go watch Tron. Go watch Tron. The latest one that was made. And guess what? Hey, wait. Guess what? Exactly how people flocked to DeepSeek overnight. Killed. And the main company that suffered the most from this was NVIDIA. $559 billion in a couple hours. They lost $559 billion because of DeepSeek. And guess what? There's already 3 other ones that's dropping, that's outperforming DeepSeek already. I can't wait till Sam Altman release whatever the hell he's gonna release, because he's talking about we got something that's even stronger than DeepSeek. The singularity is coming, my people. Y'all better wake the fuck up about what's going on in your reality. Quick. Because we are in an AI arms race. Hold up. We are in an AI arms race. No matter how you may look at it, we are creating a digital God that we are about to bring into this reality. What the fuck do they say? Let me get closer. These guys are talking about it. These guys. These guys with brains. And there's videos that's coming out trying to warn the public. We are creating gods that's supposed to rival this reality. Like it or fucking not. Sorry for the F-bomb.
From a public relations point of view, especially as there's been some unpopular decisions made that have been, most have been actually increasing his popularity, but there's been a few as of late that have decreased his popularity in the polls. I don't know, by channel. This is not the Disney Channel. You come here because I'm giving you the risks. We're talking about the risks. Here to that is supposed to empower you to know what's going on, but if you're done with it, then you're done with it. You know, we have other content too that most people seem to miss, that is more optimistic and brand safe and family friendly, and it's all blue stripped. So anything that has a blue strip on the side of the thumbnail, that
I'm gonna pause this and we just gonna listen to it, because I don't want to visually show. I don't trust this algorithm shit too much. That's why I chop it up and talk. And I don't from right now, unless there's something there's something to see, I'll show y'all.
that's a more constructive video, and I would encourage people to go and check those out if you're tiring of this information. I personally like being made aware of what's going on.
Thank you.
Just because the world isn't ending today, and even if it was, I wouldn't be in a panic because I'm prepared. I have all the insurance I could possibly need. And it also doesn't mean that I don't try to indulge in the lighter side of life as well. You know, watch a funny movie, entertain yourself, go out, have fun, enjoy life. Life is short. In fact, our friend over at Demolition Ranch has thrown in the towel today. And he was talking about how, you know, he's looking at his kids. Everybody knows Matt over at Demolition Ranch. I've never had a problem.
Shout out to Demolition Ranch. I don't know what's going on, what he's talking about. I don't know. You're finna hear it, but shout out to Demolition Ranch. Matt, I love his channel. Shout out to you, Matt, bro. Hope you and your family and your kids is okay. I hope I'm not finna hear no crazy information right now.
With Matt, I don't think I've ever said anything bad about the guy. He keeps his channel brand safe. He stays away from politics. You know, he'll occasionally make some funny videos that poke fun at wokeism and whatnot. But above and beyond that, you know, I think he's got a very neutral channel. And he did it, man. He made it all the way to the top. 10 million subscribers and 3 channels. And
shout out to my boy, Matt, with the 10 mil, though. Congratulations, bud.
Every video getting millions of views, but he threw in the towel because he realized he's got to spend more time with his kids, who someday he's going to look back and it's not going to matter how many videos he put out. It's going to matter how much time he spent with his kids. And what a lot of people perhaps fail to realize, and I'm not looking for sympathy here because everybody's going through their own struggle. Trust me, I
Everyone.
understand that. I'm only saying this so you have some perspective. This is a grind, okay? This is a grind. Even though I'm only releasing one video a day, the amount of research I have to do and the amount of those blue script videos actually occupy most of our time. So, for example, the tent video that we did recently, that took like 3 or 4 days worth of preparation. And
Now he's talking about how hard it is to actually grind on YouTube. You got to grind every day. Grind. If it was so easy, everybody would be doing it. But when you get to the point you want to get to, your life is amazing. You ain't calling nobody boss. That's for damn sure.
the filming and research and all of the blue strip videos that you see take way more time than my daily updates, which also take about 12 hours of prep a day, just so I can dot my T's and cross my I's and not know where I'm going, right? But no,
It's okay, my man. It's okay. It's cool. Hey, you got your own stuff and you got your own things to worry about. You don't always got to be on the stream, but when you do, thank you for chiming in, my boy. Thank you for the like. If you did like, hey, you got other problems yourself like everybody else do. Keep grinding, whatever you're doing, and hopefully you ain't getting stressed out by no fucking woman. Keep doing your thing. Keep grinding.
in all seriousness, I try to provide you guys with accurate information, and I think that my speculation is informed more so from a place of wisdom than it is intellect, and I'm not being self-deprecating. But I do believe that most of my predictions will be vindicated. And whether you want to take my advice or not, I really don't care. It's there for you to take if you so choose. I've been telling you that the gold is in big demand right now. And that's why I flipped over to gold. I wanted to see what the price of gold was. $27.71. Okay, so still being somewhat suppressed, I would say, in light of the fact that the Bank of England, who has, I believe it's about 5,000 tons in their vaults, about 2,500 of that belongs to other countries who are trying to repatriate that gold right now for some reason. Do they think that World War III is coming? Are they expecting some global financial crisis? I believe it's kind of a blend of those two. But take a look at this story. The wait to withdraw bullion stored in the Bank of England's vaults has risen from a few days to between 4 and 8 weeks, according to people familiar with the process, as the central bank struggles to keep up with demand. People can't get their hands on gold because so much has been shipped to New York and the rest is stuck in the queue, said one industry executive. Liquidity in the London market has been diminished. Interesting, considering that gold has hit an all-time high in China. It's basically been hitting an all-time high in other currencies every single day for the last couple months, even though it's gone down in U.S. and now it is basically coming back up to its highs. And I believe that we're likely going to see gold blow past the highs very, very soon in U.S. dollars. Since November's U.S. election, gold traders and financial institutions have moved 393 metric tons into the vaults of the COMEX Commodity Exchange in New York, driving its inventory levels up nearly 75% to 926 tons, the highest level since August of 2022. What was going on in August of 2022? Well, that was peak oil. In terms of peak oil price. That was peak natural gas price. That was right before the Nord Stream explosions. And that was right before, I would say, at least on the surface, we were closer to nuclear Armageddon than we had ever been. Now, of course, every month since that point, we've gotten closer, but now the public has been desensitized to the threat, even though it's still very much there and we're closer than ever before. However, at that period of time, people really didn't know what was going to come.
They have so many people desensitized to death in the events and the stuff that's going on. People just be like, okay, yeah, move on. Within hours, not days, within hours. You don't right now. If I lost my family members in some floods or some landslide, like that was out there in North Carolina, I would be like, fuck these fire. I mean, the hell with some fire, the hell with some floods in Florida or whatever going on. I'm still worrying about my family, some shit that happened a few months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. Even right now as I speak, where's all the information and people in the families talking about all that shit that got burned up by those energy weapons up there in the Palisades? Like it never even happened. Like it never even happened in Hollywood. Ain't nobody worrying about no fires right now. At all. Niggas are right back to the Super Bowl and it's Kendrick Lamar is going to perform Not Like Us on Drake. Even though that pedo academic then what's the damn, I can't even get the word out. Humiliated himself on his live stream and still on Facebook trying to act like nothing happened. Pillsbury. Nah. We ain't finna let you slide, DJ Wackademics. Don't try to act like you wasn't on a live stream talking disgusting to a 15-year-old. You marshmallow motherfucker. Nah, we not letting that slide. And Twitch. Y'all banned him 5 times, right? Y'all let him get back on y'all platform? Y'all need to get canceled too.
Of this Russia-Ukraine situation. Now, what's likely happening here, and I want to read you a synopsis from ChatGPT about how the gold and paper gold markets work. Estimates vary, but the paper to physical ratio between gold and paper gold, I'll explain what that is in just a moment, is cited to be between 50 to 1 and 100 to 1. That means for every ounce of real gold, there is 50 to 100 ounces of paper claims. In some cases, estimates go even higher, especially in the derivatives market. This massive disparity suggests that if many investors demanded physical delivery, there wouldn't be nearly enough gold to fulfill all the claims, potentially triggering a gold squeeze where physical gold skyrockets in price. So, what some people are suggesting is that people are cashing in their chips, and there's not enough money to pay out. Money, of course, real money, as in gold. If it is true, the claims on several occasions, we'll have to bring him back now that they're coming down in Israel. He has long since suspected that this 100 to 1 ratio indicates the true price of gold, because all these claims on gold, in effect, are driving the price of gold.
And as much as I love material things like everybody else, wait, what's happening? People's gonna be like, you know what? Fuck buying this. Fuck buying this. Fuck buying material shit. I want seeds, bullets. Shit I can protect myself with. No matter how happy this material shit make us. People better start understanding. You're gonna start seeing people sell shit off that they just really not messing with no more. And I love my cars. I love my cars. I love material stuff like everybody else. But you're going to start seeing people really start to think like, the shit that's going on right now, I don't think I'm going to buy that shit anymore. Because they starting to wake up and see what the fuck is going on.
So what would 100 times the price of gold be? That would put it somewhere in the neighborhood of $270,000 USD. Now, I'm not as optimistic. I'm sure the government might step in to do something. However, when you think about that, that revaluation of gold would probably help the U.S. cover its debts, because the U.S. has the largest amount of gold out of any country, at least so they claim. Some people say the Chinese have a lot more. Some say that Fort Knox is empty. We do know that in the Federal Reserve Bank that is 80 feet below New York City, which is part of the reason why New York will likely never be a nuclear target if the offenders plan on conquering the place thereafter, because they're going to want to get the gold. Mind you, they could probably dig it out of the rubble anyways. But under 33 Liberty Street, yes.
Even like with that gold he's talking about. AI don't give a fuck about no gold. AI don't give a fuck about no money. Damn don't give a fuck about your job you work. AI is finna be manipulating and harvesting humans just like the Matrix. Exactly what's going on is the beginning of the Matrix. I hope you understand that. Go watch the movie The Matrix. Exactly what's going on right now is the beginning of the movie The Matrix, the very first start of it. When Cyberdyne took over its military. Go watch the Terminator series. They tell you in the movies. It's up to you to get the information. Or you just sit your ass down and just look at it as entertainment like a lost bot.
So you heard correct. 33 Liberty Street. There is approximately 6,700 tons of gold. 6,700 tons.
Our little problems, us so-called, I'm not fucking human beings, our problems, hey, I don't give a shit about that at all.
Of gold. The biggest gold depository in the world is right under New York City's feet. Hundreds of billions of dollars worth of gold. Okay? And I'm not sure where I was going with this. I can't remember. But all of that gold, if revalued at 100 to 1, okay, we're talking about a lot of money. What this is all, the reason why they control the price of gold with the paper market is because they need to prevent hyperinflation, because all of this money that's been printed and all of this inflation that has been...
And you got to remember, you have to remember, money is a man-made concept. Guess what? AI don't give a fuck about money. It don't care about our problems. When you build a house, you ain't thinking about the ants you trampling over, right? Exactly. When you build a house, when you walk outside, you're not thinking about whatever you stepping on. You're just going straight to your car and going about your day. AI is going to do that to humanity. It's so smart. It's not going to worry about our little fucking stupid problems. No. What do you think the Matrix, the movie The Matrix was about? It got to a point in The Matrix to where the fucking machines was growing us and using us as batteries to power their system. Because what are we? We are electrical beings. Wake up. Fuck with me.
Been suppressed by a myriad of factors. I'm going to do a dedicated video on this particular issue. I've done it in the past, but there's so many things that have recently come to mind with respect to things that are actually suppressing the real price of inflation. And I'm not talking about the manipulated CPI. There's a lot of things right now that are keeping prices down that people forget about, okay? And so what this
Talking about some
means
irrelevant
is
shit
that
now.
this could potentially get out of hand, and that either means that the price of gold is worth a lot more, or the price of gold, as it always has, is relatively more or less going to get you the same thing, and the currency is going to hyperinflate, and basically it's going to be riots in the streets. Now, the Fed Chair Powell today decided not to raise rates, and there didn't seem to be any suggestion that they're going to be doing so in the near or medium term, which, of course, now puts a lot of investors in limbo. They don't know what to expect with respect to whether or not there's going to be enough capital to continue to fuel the already egregiously, overflowingly overvalued markets. So we got China continuing to make covert gold purchases in London. Is this what's driving it? You know, this could just all be, and we got to say this could just be the typical bureaucracy and red tape that we've become accustomed to when dealing with Western governments. That could be what this is. I mean, it takes how long to get an operation? It probably takes a long time to get...
See how you just guessing? That could be. So much shit is going down, people don't know what the hell's going on. You got big players like Nvidia thinking they just the top dog. They got put in their place real fucking quick. Did they?
Get your gold out. But it could just be that they're getting so many people coming back for their gold, and they're not able to make good on their demands, and that creates panic. Because now a story like this is going to compel countries to want to get their gold back as well. So we may see the beginnings of a bank run here, and maybe the Bank of England is going to have to be bailed out by the Federal Reserve or the U.S. government, of all places. Would they oblige is the question, because of course that can lead to a precipitous collapse in confidence in the financial system, not just in Europe, but everywhere. That could create a massive gold run and, of course, drive up the price. But I'm keeping my predictions reserved with respect to gold as a financial instrument. I think gold is its real value, and the reason why it's being hoarded, perhaps unbeknownst to people, perhaps known to some, that it's being hoarded as an industrial metal, because whether it's quantum computing, Neuralink, invasive technologies, space, aerospace-based technologies, computer chips, gold is absolutely essential. It's the one precious metal that is not considered a rare earth mineral for some reason, but it should be, because it is one of the, it's better conductor than silver when it's down to the, it can conduct at a smaller level in terms of molecularly, in terms of the atomic level. One atom thick can still conduct, whereas silver, well, it's a much better conductor of electricity, it's more brittle, and it's not as malleable, it's not as ductile, which is why gold will, I believe that, you know, look, if we're living in some reptilian shape-shifting matrix, they're collecting all the gold because they want to build some spaceship someday that need gold to protect from radiation, or I don't know, do something. Make massive, giant quantum computers that are going to figure out the mysteries of the universe.
Something, right?
I mean, that's just a theory I have, that there's a reason why we're doing what we're doing. Like, there's this terminal endpoint of history, this, what do they call it, the great attractor that is pulling us in the direction, and that the first time that guy mined that first piece of gold, there was something motivating him that he was oblivious to, that is beyond his pay grade. But, you know, this drone story, man, it's going to die. You know, just like Saturday Night Live, hopefully, will die soon.
That's it, my boy, Rick with Canadian Prep. But hey, I got something I want to say though before I leave y'all. With all this AI shit, and y'all know these robots is here to stay, not going nowhere. As things start to ramp up, there's going to be a company. I don't know what company, and it's going to be a big company. Amazon, Target, Walmart, a huge company. With all this AI that's coming into play, you're going to wake up one day and it's going to be all over social media. There's going to be a company that's going to have a huge, and when I mean huge, I mean like overnight you're fired. A huge layoff. I don't know what company, but if there's a company that's going to have I got a job one night, tomorrow, everything's being done by AI. You heard it from here first. There's going to be a company that's going to damn near literally fire all of their employees overnight, damn near. Because they do not need no human intervene at all. You heard it from your boy, S.I. Rico. First, rate, comment, and sub, and stay high vibrational. Talk to this place. If it's night where you at, talk to the moon. And make sure you get your meditation on in your daylight. Complimenting that melanin. Or if you got a different skin color than me, compliment your whiteness. Fuck it. But hey, rate, comment, and sub. I love y'all all. I do. And y'all already know. Push the light. Push the light. I'll catch y'all on the next stream. I'm out. Peace.